Join us in this episode as we explore the coastline between Cliff Head to Geraldton. We find some great spots from landscape gems to historical homesteads and modern art.
G'day, we are Sparkies on the Loose, both electricians. This is Curtis. My name is Amy, and this is our trusty four-legged apprentice, Rusty. We've been travelling around Australia for the past few years in our car and caravan. We're not afraid to get off the beaten track, and we have been documenting our adventures on the road as we go. Hit subscribe, sit back, and buckle up. Last week we left you at the Sandy Cape. We didn't drive too far north when we found another cracker campsite to set up at.
It did take a little recon to see if the van would fit. It was a little tight in some parts, nothing but a few scratches.
We didn't show it, but we did have to do a 3-point turn to turn the car and van around, which we then backed down into our spot.
Again, another campsite which required a little bit of effort, but boy was it worth it. Check out our current front yard and not another soul in sight.
Not bad at all for a free camp. Rusty was loving having a splash.
I decided to throw on my snorkel gear and see if there was anything out front. Nothing really, but lots of weed and this old conveyor belt.
The weather turned a bit cloudy in the afternoon, which made for a good sunset.
The following morning, Ames had another dip before we decided to pack up and continue on.
You could easily spend a couple of days here relaxing. We'll show you some more angles on just how tight it was to get our van into this spot.
Definitely doable with our pop top. Not sure if you'd try a full height van though.
Now we headed off to another spot which had been recommended to us by some friends.
It was a slight half an hour detour inland from the highway, but we've been told it would be worth it.
Ellendale Pool is that spot.
When we pulled up, it instantly reminded us of the Kimberleys, with the sandy red rock gorge feel.
As you can see by our Ugg boots on, it was unfortunately freezing temperatures here at the moment.
You could imagine how good this place would be in the warmer months, or even if you had a kayak.
There was plenty of space for campers around the grounds, with a few barbecue shelters and some on-site toilets.
We made the tough call to continue on to Geraldton, as it was simply too cold for us.
Back near the highway, we drove over this old convict-built bridge, which must have needed a bit of work with these recent barricades.
Well, what do we have here? It gets that windy over here that the bloody trees grow sideways. Never seen anything like that in my life. This one is a very good example. it's almost fallen over. But if you look around, like you've seen in our footage, all the trees are just going like this. It's crazy.
We officially made it into Geraldton. We drove through the town en route to the free RV rest area.
You definitely notice how colourful the streets and buildings are. Like, check out these 3 in a row. Plus this Rubik's Cube looking wall and this beautiful red building.
Really, the only word for it is...
Alright, so we just arrived in Geraldton. We scored ourselves a nice little spot in the self-contained camp.
24 hours?
It's like 10 spots or something.
Yeah.
8 spots, sorry. So yeah, we're just going to get some KFC, obviously.
Last KFC until Adelaide, so it's going to be a sad time.
And yeah, we'll walk to the post office because we got a lot of stuff waiting for us. So
And we might unhitch and go look around the town tomorrow, stock up with food, fuel, gas, and yeah.
hit the road again.
Alright, on to KFC. Now, we did stay a night in Geraldton, but some of our parcels in the post hadn't arrived yet. We decided to head up the road to the Oakabella homestead for a night and join our mates Ben and Hales. So don't worry, we're not finished in Geraldton yet.
We pulled up, checked in, and found ourselves a spot in the paddock.
Check out that sunset sky. We got a few snaps of the full moon coming up before heading up to the communal area for a few drinks and yarns.
The next morning, we wandered around the grounds, checking out all the old buildings, machinery, and quirks.
What a lovely homestead, and well worth a night here. Now back to Geraldton we go.
Excellent, we got our exact same spot again.
We decided to head into town to check out some of the street art up close.
A lot of it is quite urban and quirky. We certainly enjoyed seeing it all.
How's Rusty's and my butterfly wings?
We returned to camp via the waterfront, where we found more artwork and this cool playground too.
After catching up on some more errands around town, we swung into HMAS Sydney 2 Memorial to pay our respects.
This memorial honours the loss of HMAS Sydney II, the greatest single tragedy in Australian Navy history. It's dedicated to the lost crews and their families.
Those grey skies soon disappeared and we were in awe of the colours that lit up the sky. Geraldton is definitely turning it on for our last night here.
This great
Well, join us next time as we continue the trek north and stay at Lucky Bay Beach and see our first pink lake as we made it in to Kalbarri.
Love our videos? Why not help support us on Patreon?
As always, leave us a thumbs up if you like the video and hit that subscribe button if you are new. Cheers, legends!